yeah. Starts with a feeling, and you ride it like a wave. Crash it so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the gold I work. You got me like ooh, you got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do, yeah, anything and everything a man can. Blinded by your light, I love the way you Jupiter was rising. You got me reacting like a lunar look tonight. I love the way the stars are all aligning. You got me like ooh, you got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do, yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. You got me like ooh, I'm feeling you.
You make me feel like the world's spinning like a satellite. You make me feel like the sun is blasting out rainbow light, rainbow light.
You got me like ooh, you got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do, yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. You got me like come on, you got me like ooh, you got me like you got me like ooh, I'm feeling you. Yeah. You got me like you got me like
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Jameis Winston's Buccaneers going up against Bradford's Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A first down throw for Winston. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I know one thing, Brandon. This was a very difficult defense to throw the ball against in 2016. What were they, third in the league in pass defense?
Yeah, these receivers are going to have to be sharp with their routes in this one.
Yeah, because they're going to show them a lot of change-ups in the secondary, and they have a good pass rush.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When we talk about Harvard, you know we're going to talk about academics, but in this case, let's talk about a big year Cameron Brate had in 2016, the tight end.
Finished with 57 catches, 660 yards, and also 8 scores. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. Hard throw, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Bradford. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Chris Baker forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Now Bradford on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Again, they run with Sims. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught by Jackson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Bucs last year just 8 rushing touchdowns, tied for 2nd fewest in the NFL. They've got it 1st and goal now. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Sims on the run. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Second down, Winston. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Nick Folk for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a run with Cook, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2, and most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a second down throw for Bradford. Open here, Adam Thielen. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 44 yards. Bradford now to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Quan Alexander in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Second down, Bradford. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. It's Justin Evans, the rookie from Texas A&M. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. interception. Winston. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Caught. It's Cruz, left side. A good pickup there, a 22. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
To throw is Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
A play fake to Sims. Now Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. A big hit. Knocked out sideways at the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back near the goal line, Bradford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Bradford. And Diggs has it. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. For the first time with a backup Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, Murray. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Off the play fake to Cook, here's Bradford. They'll roll him out right. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
And the drive begins here with Sims. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Forced out to his left. He's got Evans. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. First down, here's the run with Cook. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They go play action. Now Bradford. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Bradford finding Rudolph there for a Viking first.
You talk about a combo that works really well. Sam Bradford, short, dart-throwing quarterback, and Kyle Rudolph able to work the seams inside and make those tough catches.
Now Rudolph wound up shattering his career high with 83 catches last year, third among NFL tight ends. Bradford hands to Cook on the draw. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. To throw on second down. Bradford. Left side caught by Diggs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. first down, Bradford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A little 360. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. Wow, evasive. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Charles Sims, 76 yards. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Throwing, Winston. And this is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They run it again with Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Bradford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Bradford hitting Thielen there for a Viking first.
Hey, we talked about Adam Thielen a little bit last year, didn't we? Possession receiver, makes some tough catches, gets it done, and he's a homeboy. Grew up very close to the Twin Cities.
And showing those possession receiver skills right there to pick up the first. Bradford on first down. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Bradford from the gun on third down. And he's able to find Diggs. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Bradford on second down. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, Bradford. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to let this. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Bradford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Bradford going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. A big play for the Vikings on 3rd down. 43 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. When the Vikings get down this way, they start looking for number 82. Rudolph had 24 targets in the red zone last year, tops in the league.
And that's what you do when you have a tight end who understands how to get open in tight spaces. Gronk knows how to do that. Tyler Eifert does it well in Cincinnati. Kyle Rudolph emulates those guys.
Now a second down run for Murray. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They'll run with Cook. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
second down, Bradford. And that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it'll bring up third down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
This offense so far on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now Forbath for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to something to get you off to a quick start.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down, 8. Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to let this go deep and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception, Bradford looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw again. Bradford completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Looking to throw on second down. Bradford. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Forbath to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Forbath out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a second down throw for Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Buccaneer first, Winston to Brate.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And now it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On second down, Winston again. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
There's Winston. Over the middle to Evans. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
For young quarterbacks, having that primary target's a big deal, and Mike Evans serves as that for Jameis Winston. Evans led the league in targets in 2016.
And went after him a ton. He also was 6th in catches, 4th in yards, and tied for 2nd in touchdowns.
And played in his first Pro Bowl.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it again with Sims. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. One receiver to the left is Evans. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Sims able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from the 1. Now Sims. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, it's Sims. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Charles Sims with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. To throw on 2nd down. Bradford. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Levante David. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. From the gun, Bradford. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And running with power here. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A first down throw for Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Winston now from the 50. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Winston. Buying time to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Jameis on second down. Cruz has it over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run here with Sims. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now they run with Sims. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Jameis to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Austin Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now out comes Minnesota. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, Bradford. Room to run past midfield. Left side caught by Diggs. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. So now it's first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. From the 4, it's second and goal. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. From the gun, Bradford. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sharif Floyd. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles? It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game. I want a double reverse, don't you? I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation. We'll see what happens here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him. Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Vikings on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Bradford to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. And give that one to the Broncos as they wind up winners. Trevor Siemian, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle. Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Winston. Cruz on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Winston to throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Vikings, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.